Good day, evening, morning, wherever you find yourself watching this video. I'm going to do the dailies today and talk a little bit what my plans are for how I'm going to follow Assassin's Creed um, on the channel. When you go with the franchise, as storied as it is, um, whether it's Assassin's Creed or Tomb Raider or any of the other ones, you have to go back in time and look at the original um, games in the series. Obviously, with Tomb Raider, I kind of played it from the beginning. Diablo, I played from the beginning. Assassin's Creed, I really didn't until after I got into my new computer and I saw Odyssey, which I really liked. But after playing it and going to Valhalla and back to Origins, I started picking up games that were on sale from Steam. And I like the series as it is now more so than it was then. It's just my opinion and my play style, but there is a core membership within the Assassin's Creed community that wants things to stay the way they have been, and yet you have a company, particularly a gaming company, that has to make money to survive, and so they need to kind of get it to play for people such as myself who are drawn to it from outside of the game. Well, before we get into the dailies, of course, I'm going to give my usual shout out to Kiata Good Brewing here in Castle, Minnesota. Great place for family and friends and geeks galore, whether it's Dungeons and Dragons or Magic the Gathering or trivia or food trucks, great beer, other drinks, milk, soda. And they have games available that you can use, or you bring your own. You can bring your own food. They have pizza and other things available. But and they don't reimburse me for bringing them up in any way, shape, or form. I just like what they bring to the community and suggest that you check your area for similar breweries or other such establishments. So that we're going to get into the dailies. Now, one of the big controversial issues that came with Assassin's Creed, particularly with Odyssey and going into Valhalla, was the choice of your player being male or female, which caused quite the kerfluffle, but on the same token was something that what drew people like me to the game, because you had the versatility of playing one or the other. I understand that it was a male character in the canon, but this is a game, not a book. And that's just my personal opinion. Agree or disagree as you will with it. But yeah, I played the heck out of Odyssey and Valhalla. I have not done a whole lot with Origins, so I'm going to kind of play that out. And I'm going to touch on Liberation HD, which was originally I think an add-on that they had for Assassin's Creed 3, which they made into a separate game that had a female assassin. And the reason I'm doing that is to kind of show that might have been their litmus test to see how it was received, having a different, I mean, it's like if you go to the James Bond series and suddenly have Jane Bond, that might, be a whole hullabaloo. Or, you have a lot of action figures, male and female nowadays, that there's no solid thing. It's like Tomb Raider, and then you have the male variations of their explorations. So yeah, it's like in anything. It's even in World of Warcraft, you could be male or female, and it's just what you like to play as a character. And I think it's good because it draws people outside of the normal sphere of player audience for a company that's trying to make money with their product. And that's just my 2 cents. But this is what's called filling dead space while the game loads.
Hello there.
What do you have today?
Nothing that I really
Take care
want
of
or can
yourself out
afford
there.
anyway.
Drink plenty.
Have you got a con?
My agent.
Ah, Duke of Burgundy and reported
One
missing.
man's death can just think.
I'll see you later.
See you later.
I do own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 variations of the game. I do not have the original. I never played the original. I've gone back and watched walkthroughs of it, but it's like going back to the original Tomb Raider versus the current ones. It's interesting to watch, but do you find it enjoyable enough to play? Yes and no, maybe so. Each person has their own preference, and again, it's an individual thing. It's not a 75% say this, so they must be right. It's each player that plays it, whether you agree or disagree. In my case, I have female characters in my books because in the time period in particular, they were the hidden force of the Wild West, and it's teach their own. Perhaps I'm so used to playing a female character from the days of playing Tomb Raider, who knows? Alright, who's attacking me? Let's go see where else are we going. So at any rate, I'm going to do an introduction to the Liberation HD variation of Assassin's Creed, and I'm going to move on to the later ones. I'm going to go from Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla are going to be my primary focus of playing on the channel. I mean, I may introduce the other ones so you get a taste, but there's plenty of walkthroughs you can go, so you don't necessarily need to see me fumbling through them as you have on other games. Engines also change in the development, as they do with any gaming. Gaming engines is what I'm talking about. Improving along the way. Even within the Tomb Raider franchise, you can see that within fairly recent releases of it. Yeah. And there are people that will not play Assassin's Creed because of the term assassin. I mean, there are things that a gaming company has to deal with and try to compensate, and they can't be good for everybody. They can be good to whatever gets sales going. There's always going to be critics. I mean, Diablo 4 is coming out, and I really did like and do like what I see in the beta. I'm looking forward to the server one. I've purchased the whole deluxe version, so we'll be playing it when it comes out. But there are people that's saying it could be better, and there always is. options to make something better. No, there's no perfect game out there for everybody. And I know I'm kind of on a soapbox, but getting kind of, and you know, it could be a PR thing too to get people to fan the flames of discontent or appreciation or debate. And it's like, you know, it's a game, people. Let's play it. And let the chips fall where they may. An example that I like to use about a game I like, Star Wars: The Old Republic. I
should not be seen in this area.
played the game
Aid me.
with a lot of
Be my eyes.
friends in my local area. As it came out, it was supposed to be the WoW killer, which is typically what a lot of games try to be. World of Warcraft, in my opinion, is doing a fine job of trying to kill itself off by over-expanding, and they're trying to fix it, so they're scrambling. Then you have the pay-to-play versus the free-to-play. So I mean, there's a lot of games out there that have core audiences that don't survive or don't do much, but there's people that still play them religiously. I mean, I can't believe how many negative comments I've seen about Valhalla. I mean, there's been issues I've had with it, but I love the game. But that's me. And my playstyle. And the assassin element that people try to say isn't here, I firmly believe it is how you play. That's one thing that can draw a wider variety of people to a game, is the versatility. You can be a warrior, you can be an assassin. You choose how you want to play the game. Anyway, sorry for the commentary, but I've been watching a lot of videos lately about the evolution of Assassin's Creed and commentary, good, bad, and different, about the different versions, and it annoys me when people come on. I thoroughly suggest with Odyssey and Valhalla. Odyssey in particular also has a great soundtrack if you've not checked it out. Origins does as well. It's got some great music to listen to. It's kind of rare when you get an album you want to collect or buy. So there is that too. I don't know. It's all my 2 cents for what it's worth. And then I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, of course. Set the bell accordingly. Like the video. Sharing the opinion, but you know, it'd be nice. I will moderate the comments. Simply because if you don't like it, start your own YouTube channel and show why you don't like it. Don't just spout what everybody else is. And that is that. So again, a shout out to Canada Good here in Casson, or a brewery in your area. Check them out. And I will have some more videos coming up. Subscribe, like, and share. Thanks. Have a good day, night, morning, wherever this finds you.